I want to talk about the Edomites. Edomites is representative of like the dead who are antichrists. And there's the whole world that's surrounded. I don't know. I would go as to say there might be 8 billion of these Edomites running around. It's a lot. They're running our society. The Catholic religion is not Christian. It's satanic. It's not a little bit Christian, somewhat Christian. It's completely satanic. And the fruit of the Catholics is all these Christians you see on YouTube who are censoring the comments and giving you their Pharisees. They're exactly like the Pharisees. They're nothing like the prophets at all. Nothing like these are everywhere. You can't run in anywhere. You can't go anywhere without running into these people. They're everywhere. None of these people do miracles, right? The prophets did. None of these disciples of the Catholic Church do miracles. They don't. They sit there and talk out of their butt. All of them virtue signal. All of them are treacherous, murderous people. They all lie. They're murderous. They're treacherous. Like these people, they find a big offense of recording them because they're always lying, so they don't want to be recorded. But they're literally running all the government offices, all the churches, and almost all the members in any of the government offices and any of the churches is going to be these Edomites that don't want to be recorded. Like you see that the lawbreakers are always, hiding from being recorded. The law is being violated. They don't want to be recorded. That's because those are Edomites. They're everywhere. I can go on and on about like some of the Edomites. Like here's a guy. He was this panhandler, and I got to talking to him, and he was like depressed, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'm going to help this guy, try to get him out of his depression, okay? And it looked like he was like his life was over. He's just going to drink himself and do nothing, and he gave up on life. I'm like, well, I'll do a little bit. Maybe that's going to help him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's going to help him. That's how I looked at it. And he was an intelligent person. If he just got on his feet, he could maybe get a job because he actually knows what he's doing. It's someone who's got some talents, and it shouldn't be that difficult. He just needs to, get up a little bit. And there aren't any agencies out there doing that. I'm going to say all the government agencies is not to help people. It's to help destroy the country. That's what they're there. And I'm not exaggerating. They don't want to help people. They want to, certainly give evil for good. Just going into any of these agencies, you're going to get on a list, and they're going to say, you're not a communist, you're going to be. That's all they're doing when you go to these agencies. They go, are you a communist? And if you're not, they're not helping you at all. They're going to send, some wingnuts to ruin your life. That's what's going on. All these agencies, any charity, there's no charities. They got a wingnut center of growing evil. And I've seen people crying because they're like, oh my God, nobody helps over here. This place is an insane asylum. They're helping the criminals, but they're not helping the people. And they're like, I've seen many people crying, outside, and they go, oh, what's wrong? These people aren't helping at all. I can't believe it. They're crying. And I'm like, oh, I get it. Yeah, these are evil people. Those people are presenting themselves as charities. They're millionaires, probably billionaires, some of them. The bigger ones are certainly trillionaires, but all of them are evil. They're all I talk to them. I just saw one guy the other day. I go, oh, you work for these guys. Oh, what's the names of these people? Who are they? Oh, I don't know. You work there. You don't even know the guy's last name? Yeah, I know those people. They're criminals. Yeah, do you know that they're millionaires? Yeah, you know that? Did you know that they're millionaires? Do you know what they're doing? They're bringing more crime into the city. They're making millions of dollars by bringing criminals and pardoning them and giving them refuge. And you know what those criminals are doing? They're going out there robbing people. You know who they rob? The vulnerable. That's who they rob. They rob the vulnerable. When you see these charities, they're actually housing predacious evil of the worst kind. That's what they're doing, and they should be held liable. This is an overnight fix. We got to let Donald Trump know this one. When those institutions, those millionaires and billionaires and trillionaires, they have these little supposed charities that they're running. If any of those people in there are committing crimes, they should be held liable for it. That's what we should do. And all those billions and trillions of dollars will be gone in hours, because there's so many crimes that are taking place that are very serious. You know, we have a fair kind of like penalty, not an exorbitant penalty. You put a fair penalty, and those people those institutions will disappear overnight. That's how evil these people are. It's even worse. So I want to talk about like that guy I was helping out, and I go, and he's always trying to. He was a bad character. He was always trying to like ruin my reputation everywhere we went. These are Edomites, okay? Like I'll give you an example of other people like that. This is 2 different people at work, and someone I had known for a long time. 3 different people, and in different scenarios, okay? But they were all doing the same thing. I'm going to describe what they were doing and show you that it's a supernatural union of beings. This is not a human beings. These are a supernatural union of evil. So this guy, so I've known him for like 30 years. I'm driving around in my car. We're supposed to be going somewhere, and he's yelling out his window. He's at 2 different kinds of people. At non-white people, he's yelling racist slurs at non-white people as we're driving. You know, I stopped the car. I'm like, yo, this guy, I'm going to kick him out. I don't stand with anything he's saying. He's acting all wacky. And the guy's like walking down the street. He's like, because he was being yelled at by the guy, you know, the guy in my car. And I'm like, and he would have kicked this guy's ass. You know, the guy was not a little guy. He was a big guy. And I just had to stop. I go, you know, like I'm about to kick him out of my car just because he's going to see me later driving in my car, you know, and he's going to associate me with what this guy was saying. And this was a dishonest person. This friend of mine, he wasn't a friend. He was an enemy. He was an evil person. He was not a friend. And he's not even in a category of human by fact. It's not a human by definition. So like, and he was also yelling at women, any women going by. So he's non-white people and women. He was just being really vulgar and obnoxious. 2 people at work did the same exact thing. Okay, one guy, you know, I don't like these people. Okay, both of these were wingnuts that started working where I was working to cause me trouble. Okay, the Edomites, you know, are keeping me out of work. So, and I recognized both of these as being wingnuts, and there was more than just the 2. So just imagine that there's one place I'm working in this very dangerous place, and they kept saying wingnut after wingnut after wingnut for me to work with. They were really shaking me out of here. And so one of the guys is trying to present himself as a Republican, conservative Christian, but he was nothing of the sort. He was a racist Satanist. He was a pagan, satanic racist. Okay, that's what he was. And I'm trying to, you know, explain to him like the Christ message, where I stand, and he doesn't have any of this because he's actually a devil. He's not a human being. He's a devil. And like I'm walking to town. I don't have a car, and he decides to walk with me. Okay, you're gonna walk with me. And he's always trying to be friends. He's always trying to say, oh, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not like one of these terrible people, all those racist Democrats and all this. I don't buy anything this guy says. He's a, you know, I know he's a troublemaker. He wanted me to be his roommate too. He's like, yo, we get an apartment. It'll be good, you know. Oh, I'm giving you a good offer, you know. You should take it. No, I'm not going to have a roommate with, I had plenty of bad roommates. I need a roommate, but I'm not going to have any, you know, all bad people. That's all I can run into. But this guy, you know, oh, you're not going to take my offer. That's because you're stupid. You don't know. Oh, I'm so nice to you, and you don't accept it. Wow. But anyway, this guy was such a slime ball. We're walking, and does the same thing. He's yelling at every non-white person, rude. Like he wants to start a fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, I don't need any of this bullshit. I'm trying to go to town here. You know, if you're gonna do this, go the other way, bro. And all the women, same thing. He's every girl going by, everyone. He's saying rude, salacious things. Later, another guy at work, another wingnut. He's like a mafia, Catholic, Italian piece of garbage. Okay, and we already got into a few fights. Okay, that's what he was there to do, to just get in a fight with me. And he wants to be friends. He wants to go downtown. We should be cool. He wanted me to be his roommate too. I went to his apartment, by the way. It's this expensive apartment. How does he afford this like $2,000 apartment? A nice building. His apartment was completely disgusting. He had these dime-sized roaches everywhere, hundreds of them. Nothing was, dishes everywhere, nothing cleaned. And he's got these dime-sized, gross roaches everywhere, just crawling around in the day. I've never seen roaches like that. And I'm like, this is a fucking disaster, and he was probably just trying to kill me because, you know, I'm investigating where this guy stands. You know, I'm keeping an eye on him. Then, you know, he pulls a big knife out and he starts pretending he's going like schizo. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta get out of here. You know, this guy is an evil motherfucker. But anyway, he did the same thing. We're walking by, he's yelling at every non-white person, racist slurs, every woman walking by making all these salacious, you know, vulgarities. So that's 3 people doing the same thing and removed from quite a distance. You know, maybe they had instructions, maybe they were working for some little club. Anyway, all 3 of these people were completely obnoxious, not human, you know, beings. Something abnormal about what they're doing. But I'm going to go further. So the guy I was helping out, you know, I was trying to get him on his feet. I go to buy him some pizza. I go, I'll buy a pizza. It's like, you know, affordable. I'll split a pizza with him. And there's a place to eat outside of the pizza place. And I don't go there too often, okay? But I ordered a pizza, and one of the guys, and I get the pizza, it's in a box, I take it outside, and I go to sit down, and one of the guys working there comes out, hey, you can't sit here, you can't, not to the other guy, but to me, the guy who's, you know, a bum, who's always panhandling, he's always stealing, he's always, you know, making a mess of things, he's a bum, and he's allowed to sit there, but I'm not. And I'm like, what are you talking about? This is your pizza. It's your box. Yeah, and it's not even their seating place. It's like a public seating place that's adjacent to their place, which they do have like, you know, something with the town. They can do that because there's other eating places there too. But it's, oh, you can't eat over here. I go, what the heck are we talking about? I just bought this here. Oh, okay. And he walks back inside. And then he's in there for like a minute, and he comes out again. No, you can't be in here. You know, this is for clients only. I go, what are you freaking talking about? Are you kidding me? What's going on here? And everybody was witnessing this. There's like 30 people witnessing this going, this is nuts. He didn't come out once, he came out twice. And even the guy that I was like, you know, helping out, he's like, oh man, that's weird. I don't know how to explain that. I go, it certainly is weird, but I know the explanation. These are demons. These are devils. That's what they are. And they're, you know, it's an illusionary thing. These are some kind of bad people. They went out of business right after that because everybody who saw that knew. And I was explaining to the guy, I was like, yeah, these are demons. The demons are attacking me because I'm a good person. Like, what am I? I'm buying you lunch. I'm helping you out. I don't lie. I don't cheat. I don't steal. I work. I'm attacked like by, you know, millions of people. Billions of people, billions, not millions, billions, right? And why is this guy chasing me out, right? That happened today, same thing, another incident, same thing. So you're like, what is this guy? And I'm going to say, it's an undead Edomite. So he's got his job that he doesn't want to do, and he has a hatred for God and all humanity. That's the Edomites. So you'll notice that there's actually billions, I would say it's sort of say billions of these people. And they speak under their breath. They're all Democrats, and they're all, you know, Satanists. All kinds of, you know, Catholic Satanists, Satanic Satanists, New Age Satanists, Atheist Satanists, Marxist Satanists. There's billions of these people.